Hello! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anna, and today I'm going to be coloring in my sketchbook. So I started with erasing, just to lighten my pencil lines a bit. This was a Tuscan Red Coal Erase pencil by Prismacolor, by the way. And then I start going in with my Ohuhu alcohol markers. This is an illustration of Sazed from the Misborn Trilogy by Brandon Sanderson because I was on a little bit of a Misborn kick. I had finished the series again for the second time, and I've already done an illustration of Vin, which is in a different video if you want to check that out. And I decided I wanted to do Sazed because he's one of my favorite characters. I had an interesting experience with this one. I wasn't feeling great physically, so the whole thing I didn't give it my all. It just kind of was a half-baked attempt in a lot of ways. I still really like it. I think, for what it is, it's a sketchbook illustration for kicks and giggles. But I did enjoy the process, and the stuff I found out was interesting as I went along. So I realized partway through that I hadn't ended up with a skin tone that I liked. I pictured Sazed with darker skin than this, and in my research, just trying to remember and double check his physical description to make sure I was getting things right, I realized that for not only for Sazed, but for pretty much every character in the entire trilogy, the author chose not to give skin tone as part of the physical description or eye color. So there's no confirmed skin color or eye color for Sazed or Vin, I think. Anybody, like hair color and build are more common, but the rest, there just isn't. So, in the course of my research, I learned that the Russian versions of the books, one of them has Sazed on the cover, and he's Caucasian. But most of the art that I've seen of Sazed, he's darker. He's brown or black. So, yeah, that's interesting. Interesting choice by the author. I personally pictured him darker and didn't really achieve that, so I accidentally whitewashed him. So sorry about that. But also I didn't, because there's no actual confirmed skin tone for this character. But for myself, I would have liked to do him darker. So maybe someday I'll do a illustration where I plan things better and I'll actually do a skin tone that I feel is more how I see him, and also just pay better attention to my robes, the design I have for his robes and such. His eyes, again, there's no confirmed color, so I chose green, though it looks pretty blue in the video. Oh well. Yeah, now I'm going in with my Prismacolor pencils to add more texture and depth. I just like the look of colored pencils on marker and or watercolor, and I will keep doing this for the rest of my life, probably. I outlined this one again in the same as I did for the Vin illustration. It's black grape, I think, is the color of the Prismacolor pencil. Anywho's, I didn't realize until like halfway through doing the color job here that I had been picturing Sazed with the same colors for his clothing as a Buddhist monk, and I guess that's just weird brain association. The guy who's obsessed with religions and is bald is wearing orange and red and yellow. So I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing, but Thanks, brain. It suits him though, it's fine. The robes are just described as colorful, so, you know, it's fine. It works. I am super pleased with his facial features and his face. Just everything but the skin tone. As far as the robes go, I think they're supposed to have embroidery on them, and I'm not like 100% sure on that, but that makes sense, and I didn't really do that very well. Later you'll see that I add some with some pencil, but it's super light and it's not very detailed. Again, one day maybe I will do a planned illustration where I actually design things better and do some tests for skin tones, etc. before I actually go into creating the illustration. But you know, sometimes you just gotta play in your sketchbook, and it's not always gonna turn out exactly how you would have liked, but that's not really the point. I am honestly just proud of myself for working in my sketchbook more this year than I have in previous years, and just doing more art, so yeah. Once I start getting into coloring bigger areas with my colored pencils, it gets kind of shaky, and I'm really sorry about this. When I was editing this, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so bad. That's so bad. And I moved my desk. I took the wheels off of my drawing desk. It came with wheels. I don't know. I don't really need them. So I took them off, and I spent like 2 minutes, solid 120 seconds, just trying to position the desk, and like then I'd lean on it and like shake it back and forth and see how stable it was, and I finally got it into a position where it doesn't move anymore, and I'm really excited about it because it's always been a shaky desk, and I don't love that. So yeah. I fixed it. P.S. If you would like to, you can join my art newsletter that I have. I haven't really done anything with it yet. I just, email lists are a good thing. I guess email list is what I should call it. It won't happen very often that I'll send anything. It'll just be updates if I have stuff in a shop or commissions are open or whatever. Yeah. And sometimes I guess, what I'm up to in the arting world. So yeah, if you're interested, please check that out. I do have some stickers and some fan art prints available in my Etsy shop about like Hannibal and Good Omens and some stuff. So yeah, my stickers are cats. I have void cats and some other cats and a unicorn and a bunny and Jack Sparrow. Yeah. So if you want to check that out, link is down below. Anywho's, here I am doing some of Sazed's metal mines. I'm not going to explain what that means. I'm not spoilering anything for anybody. Y'all should read Misborn. It's excellent if you like fantasy. Obviously not everything is for everyone, so if you don't like it, don't come at me, but the Cosmere is my favorite, so here we are. Okay, if you made it this far into the video, first of all, thank you so much. Second of all, comment a sparkles kind of star emoji. I would love that. And yeah. Oh, you probably just heard my cat. Sorry, but also not sorry because cat. Alright, here is the final. I cleaned it up a little bit in Photoshop and added a little bit of a background color type thing. Maybe someday I'll make it a sticker when I can afford to make stickers. Yeah, but that is it. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!